the Democratic National Convention on WCBS.
The conventions now are over, and we're preparing for what's expected to be a bruising battle straight now to November. Joining us live for a weekly Friday morning conversation, the host of Face the Nation, John Dickerson. Does what happened in the past 2 weeks matter now moving forward, John?
Well, I think it matters in terms of getting the parties to be unified and having everybody march in the same direction and give some inspiration to the sprint to the finish line here. It doesn't matter in terms of the larger population. We'll have to kind of see after the polls come out in about a week that give us a sense of sort of how it all shakes out. I think probably not. You know, any voter who is undecided is going to probably still keep their undecided mindset until maybe even we get through the debates.
But we are turning a page, and I guess Hillary Clinton is jumping on a bus for a tour through the battleground states, right?
Sure. Yes, it's an important milestone in the march towards Election Day. The interesting thing about Hillary Clinton's tour through Pennsylvania and then through Eastern Ohio is the pitch that she's making to those blue collar voters that are a traditional part of the Republican constituency, and that that Donald Trump will win. But the question is, how much of an inroads is he going to make with those voters? How big is his margin going to be? And she's trying to keep that smaller by arguing that his central economic message is a fraud, that his business experience that he's running on ain't what he says it is, and we'll see if she's able to undermine his claims by attacking his business record.
I thought I heard from Trump that he said he was kind of holding back on making his comments, but he's been on Twitter talking about Hillary Clinton, and he's going full speed ahead moving out of this, too.
That's for sure. He's always on Twitter, it seems. And in fact, she tried to make that a liability for him, saying that anybody who can be baited on Twitter shouldn't have control of the nuclear button, which is it's an attempt to try and handcuff him by his most useful, or one of his most useful tools in the campaign, the little attacks that he makes on Twitter, being able to inject himself in a news cycle pretty quickly. We'll see if that's effective now that she's tried to put that frame around it.
And Bernie Sanders on Face the Nation this weekend, is it all kiss and forgive and forget now?
Yeah, well, it's interesting. I think he really believes in a certain set of issues, and he thinks those are only going to get promoted by electing Hillary Clinton, and certainly they'd be pushed back if Donald Trump were the president. Bernie Sanders' future ambitions are not, he's not going to run for president again, probably. And so he's now saying to his supporters what Hillary Clinton was sort of saying in the primaries, which is you have to be realistic about what's possible. And now that Sanders has lost, what's possible has to take place through Hillary Clinton. And we'll see how the pitch, if it lands, if it gets people to come on in. But he seems pretty much fully on board.
Bernie Sanders on Face the Nation this weekend. John Dickerson on the line. Face the Nation Sunday morning at 10:30 here on WCBS. John, thanks. We'll talk soon.
Sure thing. Thank you.